Okay, now we are good to go. It is sorted. Share screen. I think everyone, you are seeing my screen. Okay, then we are here. Okay, there we go. So we said that we need to look at the margin calls and margin call drop, then support. Okay, the reason why I said support, it's because in most cases when we are dealing with our drop, we normally focus at support level. Okay, at support level. Oh my God. So from here, I want you to look at this coin called the Bitcoin. I think on Monday we talked about it, and I think this was our analysis on Monday, and automatically what we were expecting, it is what happened. Okay, we are expecting the Bitcoin, since it was in the uptrend within a trend. The major trend is downtrend, but we can see that within the downtrend we identified a smaller uptrend. You get a point? So after putting the trend line here, we realized that the Bitcoin is in the uptrend. So I was expecting the Bitcoin to come and supply this level. It was the supply level, and I think it did its job, because we can see it tested the zone where we wanted it to go. Are we together? Now from there, on this trend line, we can see that the market never respected our support area, and again neither respecting the trend line. Therefore, we can see the Bitcoin trading under our trend line, unless otherwise, but that is the sign of dropping. Okay, that is the sign of dropping. But in the case of anything, if we come back into our trend line again, automatically there will be we are not going to look at this as an example, but I'm going to get another coin that we are going to use as an example. Okay, now here we are. Here we are. Now this is the coin. It is called ONG. 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 Now this is 4 hours time frame. 4 hours time frame. Okay, 4 hours time frame. Let me assume this was our support here at this area. It was our support, and now we can see the market was a bit moving upwards. Okay, and remember our supply level was here. This was our supply, because we said that you must identify a massive bearish candle. Then before that massive bearish candle, that candle which will be the first one, it is where we connect the supply line out together. So therefore we can be able to see that there was a massive red candle there, which was representing the supply level. Of course, after drawing your line, now we are looking forward where to enter from. Okay, where to enter from. Now by looking at chart, of course you have to follow this. This was the low, this was the low, and we can see the market failed to come and break the low. Therefore when you look at this market, it was in form of uptrend. It was in form of uptrend. Now, after deciding to trade this coin and you target this supply area, what you could do, you could look at the possible drop in case of anything. Where is this market will go? Now here we see the market closing above, forming a new high, then again coming back into the same zone. Now from here we could look at the entry being at this point, targeting this area because it was our supply area. Therefore, you have to look at the drop. Where is the possible point in the market where it can turn on? Now, when you look at this point, we have this support area. We have this support area, and it is now showing 80%. Then here, 10%. So, I will enter here, targeting the supply area, then with a drop of 8%. Ladies and gentlemen, if my 8% drop is finished, I will not add more margin calls because I was expecting, in case of anything, this market to recover from here. Are we getting the point? So, I was expecting the market, in case of anything, to drop to here and recover by going to this side at the supply level. Sorry. Now, if it failed to do that, I have hopes that it is going to the supply level here. But my drop, it is only 8%. Now, I will decide here which drop, which strategy am I going to use. Are we together? Which strategy am I going to use? Am I going to use the double up strategy? And why? Can you give up the reason? Now, if you decide to use your double up strategy, it means you can have like just 3 margin calls or 2 margin calls, whereby you can say that every drop of maybe 3.5, yeah, 3.5, or you can have a 3% sell out 3 times, meaning if you get 3 times 3, that is 9%, and yet here we have only 80%. Therefore, I can decide to have only 3 margin calls using the double up strategy, and I'm covering only 9%. I've told you that if we exceed this level, I'm not interested in adding more margin calls, because according to my analysis, this is what I was expecting. Are we together? This is what I was expecting. So, if market misbehaves and drop more than this level, I'm not interested in buying more margin calls, because that was my plan, and according to my analysis, that's where I was expecting, at least if we happen to drop, that's where I was expecting market to hit and come back. Therefore, if we exceed there, then I'm no longer interested in buying margin calls. That is part of the risk management. Not just buying 20 margin calls. Just go to chart and measure. Where do you think this market can go? In case of anything, then I will show you what you will do in your Royal Chu. Are we together? First, analyze, know where to enter from, then have a drop. Then you will decide which strategy are you going to use according to the drop. At times you may find that the drop is like over 20%. If the drop is over 20%, then the same strategy that you used when the market was measuring 8%, I don't think so. It is the same strategy you will use when now the drop is 30%. You should change accordingly what you are seeing on chart. Are we together on that? And now, therefore, another thing, The money that I can put here, if the drop is 8%, it is not the same money I can use when the drop is 30%. Are we getting the difference? The money that I can use here when the drop is only 8%, it cannot be the same money that I can use when the drop is 30%, because the 30% is too big. Therefore, I have to reduce the money of first buy, because the margin calls will be many. Are we together? Who is lost? Hey. So far, who is lost? Are we all together, guys? Can I see in the chat? Yet, if we are together? I'm not seeing anyone typing in the chat. Are we together? Yes. You people, you don't know where the chat is. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's not waste time on this. And just let's have knowledge. Let's have idea. Why do we need margin calls? And how many margin calls do we need? Not all the time you will need 20 margin calls. Are we together? So let's look at another coin. Let us look at another coin, and we see how we can really. This one is having our analysis. Let's leave it. We want the new one. Which one? Okay. Let me get other list. Okay. Let's look at this. Oh, wow. We missed out this. But no worries. We are going to look at this. Let me first remove them and we put them. Now we have a saying, trade what you see. Are we together? Trade what you see. We said in the strategy we are using currently, we said, I repeat, first identify the trend. First identify the trend. Whether you are on 4 hours, whether you are on 1 day, whether you are on 1 hour. First identify the trend. Where do you expect the market to go? The trend. Now, when you look at this point, this is a trend that we are talking about. This is the trend. The market was in downtrend recently. Are we together? Now, when you find the market in downtrend, we need only 2 things. I want you to mark them. We only need 2 things. We need to know the lowest point. That is not point number 1. We need to know the lowest point. The lowest point was here. And we can compare this as our discount level. Are we together? Now, ladies and gentlemen, after identifying your discount level there, you need now to look at the supply. Where do you expect the market to go in case after breaking the trend line? Now, we look at our left hand side and we check what caused this drop. The causer is this green candle, this one. Because after that green, we saw the bearish candle and a big one. Therefore, we are going to mark that area as our area of supply level. Like that. Now, someone is saying this one is hard. How can I identify it? I've told you, we must look at the trend. After getting the trend, get your demand or discount level. Then from there, get your supply. What causes this drop? What causes the downtrend? Where was the cause? The cause was here. Then you mark that point. Are we together? We mark that point. You don't need to be perfect. I repeat, just have an idea. You don't need to be perfect. Okay? Just have an idea. Now, since we have this trend line, we said for you to confirm that this is a trend line, it must touch two areas. 1, 2, and 3. May I have 3 points? Therefore, this one stand to be a trend line. That is it. That is our point. And this is another point. Okay. And finally, this is another point. Okay. Therefore, I have my 3 points where market has been touching and rejecting, touching and rejecting. Are we together? Now, you don't mind about this one, the under one, this one, to put another line there. It is not necessary according to what we want. It is not necessary. We want the market to break the upper trend line. I repeat, we want the market to break this upper trend line. Let me tell you, in the uptrend, there is too much money. In a downtrend, you are taking 2% because the risk is too high. You don't know when the market will recover, and now you are just guessing and entering the market. Now you are forced to take small percentages because you are not sure. But after change of character, after change of character, we expect market to do wonders, and there we expect big percentages. Are we there? Okay, let me zoom for you, and we look at this point. Now, the market moved from this point. Someone can fail to identify. Market moved from here to here. It stopped there. Then it dropped down here. Now, guess what? This is what? The lower high that we want. Oh, no, it is small. What is happening to you, please? Can you change your color into blue and you increase the size to be big? You see now? That is our lower high. Market stopped from here, dropped, but when it was dropping, its aim was to break this low. But surprisingly, it failed to reach there. Then there is a reason why. There is a reason why. Now, since it failed to come and break this level, it means we respected the area whereby we are going to draw a line. We are going to draw a line here like this. Okay, if market closes above it, then you don't need to ask anyone that, can I have a trade? Oh my God, I wanted to trade. No, please. After change of character, you don't need to ask anyone, can I enter this? Simply kill it. Now, this is 4 hours. I'm now going to change it to 1 hour, and you see what happened on 1 hour. Are we together? For you to get a clear picture, you can always change the time frames. Don't worry. Are we right that this is our lower high? Are we right? Then, after identifying the lower low and the last lower high, we said we draw line. We must respect this line by retesting it. By retesting it, we can see the market retesting the line here. It was confirming you that, you know what, me, I'm no longer interested in going down again, because this was now our high. That was our high. This is high. This is high. Why? Because it is higher than lower high, and therefore this is a higher low. Are we together? This is a higher low now. A higher low. And our entry is at higher low. Come again. Our entry is at higher low. Now we are entering at higher low. We are entering at higher low. The first target that we need to look at, it is this high. It is this high before planning to this trend line. The first target is this high. Therefore, I will simply measure from here to here. This was 5%. I will first take that one. Then concerning about the drop, we are going to measure all the way from here down to here. It is also 8.4%. I can consider 9 or 5%. Are we together? Now, if I'm to trade here, you are to trade there. Out of 5,000, you have a capital of 5,000. It is all on the balance. How much can you invest here? How much can you invest here with how many margin calls? Put on your microphone and say something. Out of $5,000, how much can you invest here and with how many margin calls? I want like 5 people. Open your microphone and say something here.
I can put 500 and 500 for margin calls.
You can put 500 for margin calls. So you are interested, you are ready to invest 1,000 at this coin. That is one. Another one. Yes, another one. Oh God, another one. We want gender balance. Ladies, are you not there? Out of $5,000, how much can you put here as your first buy? Hello? We don't have ladies here.
Out of 5,000.
1,000. 1,000, 20%.
For you are putting 1,000 here. That is Joelia. Is putting 1,000 here. I want 5 people. Now you are. I think there are 2. Another one.
Me out of 5,000 US dollars,
Yes.
I can put 2,000 US dollars. The rest is for margin calls.
The rest, which is 3K, it is for margin calls. So you are ready to invest 5,000 in this coin. Now we are remaining with 2. Another one. Another one. Another one who. People, you know where the mic is?
I think I can put 700.
You can put 700. This guy can put 700 here.
Okay, put 1,000.
You can put 1,000. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your feedback.
As for me, I'll put 2,500.
Okay, now there we go. At this point here, the risk is low. We can agree on that. The risk is what? Is low. Here, we have our change of character. We have our change of character here. Let's put it there. We change it to green maybe. And we can reduce them to 20. Yeah. We have our change of character here. And where we think that it is our discount level, the percentage is small. The percentage is small. I can agree with someone who is ready to put here 5,000. I can agree with someone who can put here 1,000. I can agree. Because the drop is small. And we are at the discount level. we don't expect the market again to change the character after change of character. We expect the market at least to give us this 5% first before it drops. Because there is no way, it is not common to find a market having only one high. In most cases, that is what we call the fake out. The market must be having 2 and more highs. Hope we are together on that. Therefore, you are all correct. Here, the risk is small. Let's go. Let's follow the same coin and we see what happened. Okay. We said this is 1 hour and this is our target and it was successful and now we are here. We are here above the trend line. The reason why we put this trend line, it is now working as our resistance. It is resistance. Oh my God. You want to get off? Sorry. Okay. We closed above the trend line. What comes into your mind? We say after closing above the trend line, the market will always come back and retest the trend line to confirm you. Though we had a kind of ranging at this area. Do we agree? This was ranging, whether you like it or not. After blackout, there was a ranging. But all in all, for us, our target was here. Where is our target? Where you are seeing the red one. This is the supply level. And now, you could now think about of you being in the market all the way from here. All the way from here. Then, you could now think about of coming to this area. It was 32%. 32%. Because what we wanted, it is this coin to come and close above this trend line. Are we together? To come and close above this trend line. And whereby it happened. Then what is your target? You can have more targets, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? You can have these points where we marked. This can be your target. Are we together? And this one can be your target. And again, we can have this. Are we together? So you can decide and say, okay, me I'm going to enter immediately after retesting the trend line. My target is here. That will be 6%. Another target is here, 11%. Another target is here, 28%. Finally, we are here at 39%. You can decide and put this coin on cycle mode. And you set your limit order at this point here. Because you want to exit the trade. You want your robot not to buy again after reaching to this point. Then you can go to your Roadshow and set what we call the limit order. Such as that when we hit this area, we simply get out from the market. Are we together? Can we all be able to do analysis and set the drop? Now, most of you come. Please, can you give me a strategy of 1,000? Can you give me a strategy of 5,000? Can you give me a strategy of 100? The strategy is always according to the analysis. After doing analysis, that's when you will know which strategy am I going to use. Because I may give you a drop of 10%. But yet the signal that I shared, the drop was likely to be 20%. That is the challenge we face. After giving you 10%, the coin is going to drop 20%. By dropping 20%, you are in floating of negative 20 because you were not buying margin calls. You had not enough margin calls. Therefore, you will be in negative. You will be in floating. That is the fact. That is the fact. I think. Let's go to Royocho now and we look at this. Now, after looking at this, knowing where you are going to enter from and that drop, then you go to your Royocho and you do the needful, as we are going to see here. Yeah, as we're going to see here. Okay, let's go. I'm going to use this phone. I enter here. Where are you? Okay, I think we are good to go. Okay, I stop sharing here. I go back here. I share the phone. I think we are there. Are you seeing my screen? Yeah, it is on. So, what we are going to do is one. This is our Royocho. And now, this is where we put the strategies. Are you seeing this word mine? Where it is? The word mine. It's where we put the strategies. Now we come here on my strategy settings. And now you create your strategy. You can have your general strategy that can fit in every drop. You can have your double up strategy that can fit in those trades that are having small drop. Maybe you can consider the 15%. Then for the major strategy, you can consider more than 50% drop. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever we talk about drop, I know most of you get lost, but this is the drop we talk about. Okay, this is the drop, this side here, where there is the word margin call drop. According to the analysis you did, now what is your total drop? You have measured 8%. Now you can go with 10%. And now you come here and you have a drop of 10%. I don't know how you are going to put it there, but make sure it is totaling 10% because it is the one that you have measured from the chart. Therefore, come here and distribute it. You can go to your calculator and say, yes, I know that drop is 10%, but me, I want to have margin calls like 4 margin calls. It means if you say that you want only 4 margin calls, the call drop will be 2.5%. I want you to get that difference. We have the word call drop and we have margin calls. Are we getting the point? We have the margin calls. Now, margin calls, it is the number of times you want to buy. As you can see here, if I save, this is the margin call limit. We simplify it and we call it margin calls. How many margin calls do you want? Now, if I put 12, it means I'm ready to buy 12 times. I don't know how much I'm going to use as first buy, but I'm ready to use 12 times. Are we together? That is the number of times you want to buy. Using how much? First buy. It is the money that you will be multiplying 12 times. If I put 20, meaning I'm going to buy 20 times 12. Come on, guys. If we want to increase here on 20, then when you come here on margin configuration, you can increase this side. Are we together? The multiple buying ratio, it means, yes, you told us that your first buy is 20. Yes, I have seen that. But now here, how many times can we buy for you? Am I clear to you guys? That means if I come and put here 2, it means I'm commanding robot to buy 20 times 2, which is 40. Are we clear? So, ladies and gentlemen, the strategy will always base on what you have seen on the chart. Don't say, please, give me a strategy of 100. Please, give me a strategy of 1,000. I may give you 20% drop, yet the market, according to the coin you entered, it is going to drop 20 more than that. Maybe 50%, maybe 60%. Are we together? So, let us have one general strategy and another one for double up strategy that can cater for those that are having small drops. Are we together? You can have only 2 strategies. Only 2. They are enough. Oh my God. Okay. Now, we have seen that on chart, our drop was only 8%, but we have decided to use 10 maximum. How many times are you going to buy that 10 margin 10 drop? I'm going to buy 4 times. Then what I will do now, I will come here. Okay, I think I need to delete some. I can have enough space. Enough space. Okay, let me also remove this one. So I will click here to create my strategy according to my analysis. I will write here on remark. We are summarizing. I will say this is my double up strategy. I will say double up strategy for $1,000. I'm going to buy only 3 times. Only 3 times. I will wait to put first buy. My take profit is 3%. But take profit will be according to what you have analyzed. Okay? Okay. Now, this is how it looks like. I'm going to buy only 3 times because the drop is small. That is the reason why I'm going to buy small margin calls. Because I've measured that the market can drop only 10%. Then there is no way how I can buy 20 times while I'm buying only 10% drop. No way. Hope I'm clear. Therefore, if I come to this side, I want to leave this one like the way it is. 2, 4, and 8. Are we together? 2, 4, and 8. Then drop here. It must be covering 10%. When you add this one plus this, that is 8. 8 plus 4, that is 12. No, me, I want only 10. Now I'm going to remove 2. I'll make this one 3 and this one 4. I think this one now is 6. Yeah, then 10. Are we together? Now I'm done. It means that 2 will be multiplied by my first buy that I will use. And now remember, we have our strategy that we use to know this, to know the first buy. Are we together? So when we come back to this point here, let me show you the strategy we use. If you don't have it, then you are finished. But we have it. Where are you? Come. It is here. This is the box we use. For 3 margin calls, this MC means margin calls. I'm going to get my capital divided by 15. 15 is the fixed number. These numbers are fixed. You don't need to change them. But here, you look at the margin calls you want, and you divide this side, your amount. So now, we want only 3 margin calls. We are going to get our capital divided by 5. Let's go. We are going to get 1,000 divided by 15. We get 16.6. Are we together? So that will definitely compound it, and I make it 67. My 67 is my first buy. Now let us go this side and see. Be ready with your calculator and you tell me. What is 67 times 2? Get your calculator and tell me the answer.
134. 134.
1?
134.
134. What is 67 times 4? 67 times 4. Answer?
268. 268.
268.
68.
Thank you. What is 64 times 8? 67
536.
times
536.
8. What?
536.
536. Now, I want you to add this. All of this, add them. What do you get? Add them. And you tell me. What do you get?
938.
1, 3,
938. 938.
9,
938. 8.
We are almost at 1,000. Are you getting the strategy? That's how you invest your 1,000 within this strategy. You stay safe. And ladies and gentlemen, when you are using this strategy, you will not see the floating loss. That is the fact. Because you are using the double up strategy, which is the best in the world. Are we clear? Are we clear? Yeah, we are clear. So, don't say that I used 1,000. Yes, you can also get your capital divided by the 15. Don't worry. Get what you have. Divided by 15. What you will get, it is your first buy. Trust me, it will work for you 24/7. Are we together? And you will not see the floating loss. Because whenever it buys, automatically it will just reduce your negative to positive, or to 1 negative. Are we together? So that's how we do it. If the drop is very small, I repeat, if the drop is very small, you are likely to use this strategy because it is the best for you. You will not stay in floating loss. I click OK, then I save it. This is my strategy for 1,000 having only 3 margin calls. That means whenever I measure the drop and is not exceeding 10%, I will always come here and pick this strategy because I know it's the one that will save me. Are we clear? Okay, we are clear. Now, after going to this side and I measure and I see that the drop is over 20%, then I have to look for other ways. Am I clear to you? Now, if I have, oh, this one is very near. I wanted the one which is very up, very up. Which coin? Hey, are you out? Huh. I had shared you. Was it 6%? Was it 6 or 5? I think we are out. I shared 5%. Not so? This coin. We shared 6%, 5%. I think so. We are out. We thank God. Now, let me tell you one thing now. When you look at this coin here, let us measure its drop. From here, it can go to this point. Now this one is on nice. It can go to that point. And that point is our discount level. Now, we are seeing 22%. Now, it is hard to cover this 22% on double up strategy. You will find that the drop you are having 4, 5, you have 7. The drops are too much. They are too big. The robot will take longer to buy for you. Can you imagine waiting for 6% drop to buy? Can you imagine waiting for 7% to buy? If not more than 7%. Are we together? Therefore, at this moment here, I will not use the double up strategy unless you have money. If you can buy like 4 margin calls of double up strategy, but I believe it will use too much money. So now here, I will take advantage of keeping the market while I'm trading and making some good money. How? How am I going to use my 1,000 within that strategy, within this coin? What I will do, after knowing that the drop is just 22%, I will cater for 25%. And now guess what? I can say, you know what? With 1,000, I want to have only 15 margin calls. I will get the 1,000 divided by 15, my margin calls. That means my first buy is $66. I repeat, $66. Now what I will do, I will come here on my robot, and I'm going to edit this because it is having my 15. Yeah, I'm going to edit this. Okay, let's go here and say we mark it strategy. Yes, strategy for $1,000. Then I will say FB, which is first buy, $66, drop 25, like that. I'm naming my strategy such that whenever I measure a percentage between 15 and 25, I will definitely use this strategy. Am I clear, guys? We are generalizing the strategy such that we don't do strategies all the time. Now, my first buy is 66. Margin calls 15. Take profit is the same. The rest are okay. Then I will come here to margin configuration. I make it one route. I want to buy one time, 1, 1, 1, 1. But this strategy will not reduce your floating. That's what you need to know, to mark. This strategy will not reduce your floating loss, though it will keep giving you money. Okay. Now, we want to add this side to make it 25. Now, we are going to start small. As you can see, we start small, slowly. 1, 1, 1. That is 4%. We go like that. Okay, this is 1.5 as well. Okay, remember we want to have 25. Wait,
Coach, why not divided by the margin? Why not divide 25 divided by 15, your margin cost? So you get 1.66
it
or
is
2.
okay as well. You can get your 25 and you divide by your 50,
divided by your margin calls.
and you can get your
Yes.
out 1.6. It
Point
is
six.
okay.
Okay.
If you can do that, it is also okay. So that means you can have a uniform drop, which we can maybe compound it to 1.7. Yeah, 1.7. Okay, it is also okay. But me, I was showing you that we need to add this, and we get 25. So you can decide and say out 1.7 up to the end. When you add them, they will definitely give you 25%. Don't suffer. Don't suffer. Just it's a matter of using common sense and know. Okay? This strategy will keep you in floating until we come out, but it will give you money every day. Are you getting the difference? It will give you money every day. You will not make 0 point. In your profit will be, you will not be having 0 point. Hope I'm clear to you. You will not be having 0 point. At least $2 and above. Because if you can be able to sell 2 times, then you are good to go. 2 times, 3 times. And it will be according how many coins are you trading out together. So if you add this, you get the total of 25 at least. Okay, we save, and now we are done. This is our strategy. In case I get a coin with a 25% drop, with 20% drop, with 15%, I will use this strategy. If I get another one, the drop is more than it is below 10% as in drop, then I will use the double up strategy. Are you getting my point? Now from there, we save, and we will have our strategies set here. Before you do anything, first read which strategy are you going to use. Out together. Now from there, you will need to pick a coin from the group, and maybe you click on it like this. I understand. This is how you put a strategy. Then you create, and you click create again. Click I understand. Come here on trade settings. Then come here on manual create. Then click choose a strategy. According to your analysis, which strategy are you going to use? You just open it like this. If I'm to use the double up strategy, I will click on this double up strategy. When you click it, it will insert your strategy. But in most cases, the first buy will change. But when you go back there and you see, the first buy is 67. So when I click here, I will change the first buy to 67. The rest are okay. Are we together? Then I click save. I just start my coin. I start my coin. That is how you insert your strategy in the coin that you are going to trade. Are we together? Do you have questions? Stopping from here.
Yes, coach. I just have one question. Yeah, actually, no, it's not a question, but I would like you to go and look at this coin called FXS. FXS. Yes.
You want us to do what?
I want you to first do analysis. I entered that coin about 2 weeks ago, and I used this strategy here, not the double up strategy, but it is in floating loss. I mean, floating loss of around the 20